Okay, greetings YouTube land and welcome back to another mod showcase video. I want to try to make this quick. This time I want to showcase what Necromancer mods I use just to enhance the Necromancer experience. So first, hold on, let me make sure that I have... Okay, survival mode is off. Okay, so the first ones I want to showcase is what I'm wearing, and that is... This is the Necromancer's Amulet Replacement. It's just a replacement for the Necromancer Amulet, created by qwertymaster, or qwerty, Q-W-E-R-T-Y master, one word. And also by the same mod author is the Black Robe Replacer. There's 3 variants, also by qwertymaster. The 3 variants are really just the gem on the belt. There's a red one, I think a green, and I think a blue one. Okay, whoops, get up over here. Sorry, it's a little unprofessional here, but okay. Now, there's a mod called Undead FX by WDog367, and what that does, that's why my skin looks like this. It slowly degrades your skin, but I think he changed it so that it just kind of does it immediately. I wish he would have kept the, I guess the skin deterioration over time, but I guess maybe that was too hard to do or something, or to make it look right. But I just wish it was the deterioration was a little bit slower, because you can heal yourself. Let's see. It comes back almost immediately. Or does it? Yeah, see. Yeah, see. Well, anyways, there was a bug that when you're in first person, and I think even in third, like when the skin deteriorates, you see floating teeth, but I don't see how that could be if you have, well, I guess if you have like the skeleton underneath the skin, but if you have the Draugr underneath, which is what I have, maybe that's not so much an issue. But in first person, you would have these floating teeth floating above you, like just below the compass. There'd be these floating teeth. You'll notice that it's okay. And the reason why is when you use that mod in conjunction with Skyrim Outfit System SE Revived by MetricExpansion, uploaded by the Kinetic Effect, and you use that together with the Undead FX by WDog367, you get rid of that, because the way you do it is you go to mod configuration. I had a difficult time trying to showcase this yesterday. It wasn't working right, and the reason why was there was a setting I needed to do under this. You have to make sure that, okay, these 2 are checked. I turned these off. See, these don't really matter. This decay over time. Yeah, see. Unless... Hold on. Yeah, see. Okay, it doesn't matter. Anyways, the important thing is you want to make sure that you have these 2 checked. Okay, and I turned these off here because when you revive a corpse and it becomes a zombie, reanimate dead, it has a decay effect, but I read in the posts that it caused problems for people and their game would just crash or corrupt their game, so that's why I turned that off. I don't know. But anyways, make sure that those are checked off. Otherwise, you won't get the Draugr skin. You'll only get the skeleton skin to appear. And what you do is... Oh, I should really... Sorry about this. I should have prepared better. You want to make sure you spawn this amulet here, the old FX amulet, and you want to spawn the Skeleton FX amulet and the Draugr FX amulet. So you want to make sure you spawn those three and have those in your inventory. And what you want to do is, say if you want the skeleton underneath your skin when it decays, you first put on the skeleton amulet. You go to the mod, go to the Skyrim outfit system. I don't want to go through how to set up the robes. Maybe I'll do another mod showcasing that, but you can easily find that, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Make sure it's all enabled and everything, and you create whatever outfits you want. You name it to whatever you want. You go to edit and add outfit from worn, skeleton under skin. Okay, yes. Now this is where it gets messed up. You notice how it has the head here, skeletal under skin, and you have unofficial the miscellaneous, and under FX also skeletal under skin. Now I'm a full skeleton. You want to switch now to the version 3 or V3 FX. Go back into mod config, edit, add outfit from worn, reselect it again. So now it gets rid of the head because you're no longer using it. So what is left is this. And when you take it off and put it on, the decay will randomly it will randomly decay your body, you know, at random parts of the body, you see, to reveal a skeleton underneath. Now you can do full deterioration, where it will deteriorate your skin and it will become full skeleton. But see, that's the thing, it will do it almost immediately, that you're pretty much going to be left with just a skeleton. It's neat that you can heal back, but if it would have done it over time, and you can do it like you can control how many seconds you want, every 15 seconds or every 60 seconds, 120 seconds, it was slowly decay a piece, I think it would have been better. Then it would be kind of cool that you decay to a complete skeleton or something, or a complete Draugr, and you heal back and it gradually decays. But since it's almost immediate, I highly recommend just doing a partial one. See, I removed it, put it on again, and it will decay at different parts. See? Now say if you don't like this one, it doesn't make your skin kind of translucent, like almost see-through. And I think it's kind of a cool effect, but I know it's due to the nature of the mod, of how you have to do this effect. That's why it looks like that. You can still see the outline. I just try to roleplay it into why it's happening. Casting these kind of spells takes a toll on your body, so it kind of does that. It makes your skin really frail, so that's why this is happening and why your skin is deteriorating. Okay, so if you want the Draugr, equip the Draugr amulet. If you want the Draugr skin underneath, go back into mod config, outfits, whatever you have it on, edit, from worn, Draugr under skin, yes. Now the head appears. Go back to your inventory, switch to the V3 FX, mod config, edit from worn, Draugr under skin, the head disappears, and now you are left with the same thing, just with the Draugr underneath the skin. It's still translucent, but because the Draugr skin is more of a, it's more thicker and full bodied, that the transparent skin is not so apparent. See, and it's random again. And it will do your legs and feet too, but because I'm wearing the robes, you know, you don't see it all. So maybe my whole legs are like a Draugr, or it could have been skeleton if I had a skeleton underneath. Okay, so again, Necromancer's Amulet Replacement and Black Robe Replacer, there are 3 variants, both put out by qwertymaster. Then you want to use Outfit, Skyrim Outfit System SE revived by MetricExpansion, uploaded by the Kinetic Effect, and Undead FX by WDog367. Use those 2 together. Now, and by the way, this is from the Creation Club. This is the Bone Wolf mod. So, you know, I highly recommend that. It's pretty cool. There's a buff that it comes with whenever you have the wolf with you, and you do an extra 25% damage to undead. This is the Spectral Horse by xanthumn. This is a cool mount, but it kind of glitched on me for some reason. I don't know if it's something that would just eventually happen, but it wasn't like that when I first got it. Notice it makes all the noises that the horse would normally make, except it doesn't make the rear up noise when you push spacebar, and it won't make the rear up noise when it is fighting. Yeah, it's absolutely silent. You can buy this book for somewhere around, I think, 1,500 to 1,600 gold from certain court wizards, or you can steal the book here in Riverwood from the Riverwood trader. It is behind his counter, and you have to squat down and you'll see it, and you have to steal it. And that's here in the Riverwood trader. I'm here at the Ritual Stone, by the way. The next thing that can really aid you in an immersive Necromancer playthrough is multiple summons by Raddra, and also Undead Summons Emerge from the Ground by Kurasa25, and you want to get the optional file Bubble Replacer because it just makes it look more fluid when your undead are spawning from the ground. And the different kind of spawns you have. There is summon. Hold on. Okay. Summon Skeleton and Summon Skeletal Archer by Taroro, SE port and tweaks by Nyr, or Near, NYR, however you pronounce that. I don't know what that means though, but it's by Taroro, and the SE port and tweaks by Near. Okay, so here's the Archer, and you'll see how it spawns from the ground. And here is the skeleton, just a regular skeleton. And you'll notice it uses a one-handed weapon. The next one is Conjure Skeletal Mage and Conjure Skeletal Warrior spells for Necromancer by Amp281. These are slightly different. The Mage is on the left. The Warrior, not to be confused with the regular skeleton. The Warrior wields a two-handed weapon, as you can see. So it's a two-handed sword, or I think it can be like a hammer or something, whereas the skeleton regular one is just one-handed, and they're different mod authors. And the skeletal mage won't have any weapon, but when it is in combat, it will cast like different elemental spells. By the way, the multiple summons by Raddra, what that does is, I should have done this in the first place. You look under skills, under the conjuration line. by default and having one or having 1 point into novice, you normally can summon one thing at a time. You know, and you recast it, it will get rid of the previous one and replace it. The only way you can summon 2 originally in vanilla is putting a point when you hit 100 in conjuration into twin souls, and this changed that right here as you can read it, but it will allow you to summon, this is in vanilla, 1 extra summon or undead, so you can have a total of 2. What multiple summons does by Raddra, by default or having 1 point in novice, you can just summon the 1, you put a point into apprentice, and now what it does is it adds another creature that you can summon, so you can have 2. Put it in adept, 3, 4, 5. You put a point into twin souls when you hit 100, and you need 100 anyways for a master. You can add another 2 on top of the 5 for a total of 7. So you can kind of have an army going, much like in Diablo 2, Diablo 3. Okay, so that is Conjure Skeletal, Mage, and Skeletal Warrior spells for Necromancer by AMP 281. And those spells can be found in this chest, okay? The Summon Skeleton and Skeletal Archer, I believe I found that in Whiterun in the Halls of the Dead, and you just go in there and search all the rooms, and you'll see, I think it's a locked, what do you call that, end table, locked end table or something, or chest, and it will be inside there. Okay, and the last mod is called, well, I'll also showcase Brikkit, which you have to get that through the mods tab section in the main menu, and this is Brikkit. He's just a skeletal warrior follower, and I think he's very cool, and that was created by Charliecarlo. He originally started off with gauntlets, which kind of clipped through his fingers, his hands, but that seemed to have disappeared, and that's okay. Either or, it's perfectly fine. But he's a fine companion, pretty strong, especially if you equip him with powerful weapons. He dual wields, and he just has like a regular voice when talking.
Lead on.
Okay, and the final one is Creepy Zombies by Futoshi. Oh, and you also have, and that comes with a Summon Dread Zombie spell. Oops. And it is, I guess, a master spell because it takes some time to cast. It automatically uses both hands, but I think it lasts for quite some time. I think it might last for about 13 minutes. But because I have a point in Apprentice, I'm able to summon it again. Another one. And like I said, if I had a point all the way up to Master and I had Twin Souls, I could summon up to 7 zombies or 7 skeletons, skeletal mages, or mix and match. Creepy Zombies by Futoshi. So it adds also the Summon Dread Zombie and Creepy Zombies visual update by StickySock. But this is not all that Creepy Zombies does. It adds graveyards in various places around Skyrim, and zombies in certain dungeons and outside as well. So for example, in Full Gunfire, and you can get overwhelmed. I think the zombies themselves are not very hard to kill, but because they come at you in hordes, it can be a little difficulty. Not exceedingly difficult, but still it can be a problem. And there's many different variants of the zombies, so there's different textures to them, so I think it's very cool. Uh-oh. I'm not very powerful yet. So they have some stuff on them before they died. Maybe they were buried with it, because there is, I believe, a graveyard up ahead somewhere. So you can see an example of that. Could very well die. Okay, full gunfire is there. Where was the graveyard? Unless the graveyards are just always random, but I don't think so. Okay, here they are. Just look for where the hordes of zombies are coming from. Oh boy, yeah, see? Now sometimes this is a glitch where they just slide across the screen, but that's a glitch I think due to maybe they're based off of the Draugr design because, or they use that as the base model because it happens with the Draugr, even in vanilla. But that's pretty much it. And I died. But anyways, I think you get the idea. Again, Necromancer's Amulet Replacement and Black Robe Replacer 3 variants. It replaces the look of the Black Robe. I don't know if I mentioned that, but that's why I think it's in the name. Black Robe Replacer 3 variants, both by qwertymaster. I think those are okay, that there's no standalone for that because, I mean, they're black robes and not a lot of things use black robes. So, you know, it's kind of still feels unique to you. We have, and that's by qwertymaster. We have Skyrim Outfit System SE revived by MetricExpansion uploaded by the Kinetic Effect, used in conjunction with Undead FX by WDog367. We have Spectral Horse, which is a great mount for a Necromancer by xanthumn, but pretty much you can use whatever you like. I mean, wait until you get Shadowmere or anything else, just a regular horse, or Blaze. Multiple summons by Raddra, and undead summons emerge from the ground by Curasa25 and get the bubble replacer optional file. We have Summon Skeleton and Summon Skeletal Archer by Taroro, SE port and tweaks by Nairi, NYR. Conjure Skeletal Mage and Conjure Skeletal Warrior spells for Necromancer by Amp281. Creepy Zombies by Futoshi, and Creepy Zombies visual update by StickySock. And we have Brikkit Skeleton Follower by Charliecarlo. Okay, so that's it. Hope this is kind of helpful and it will maybe entice you to playing a Necromancer. And yeah, see you guys.